Hello guys, this is 5-star general here at the Operation Overlord. It is July 1936 and for my second YouTube war, which I was really looking forward to, I will play the Comintern, which is the Soviet Union and the Chinese Communist CCP. Let me start with tech rolls. Well, we have 3 tech rolls for the Russians. The first one is advanced artillery, hitting at a 7 or more. Nothing. The second tech roll will be wartime economy. So the same value I need here, 7 or more. That's a hit. So 12. And last but not least, improve factories. Same here, 7 or more. So I got 2 hits in total. That's great. Pretty good turn. So I have, where is my roundel? There it is. So the second one will be improved factories. So yeah, 2 for Germany, 2 for Russia. Seems good. I hope I will have this kind of luck for the whole game for the tech rolls. These are pretty important. Let's take a look at what I will buy for the Russians. I have 8 IPP to spend. I will buy 2 units, which both will be lend-leased at the end of my turn. So you can see on the left hand side here, this is a regular infantry for the Abyssinians, and the purple one is a mountain infantry for Spain. I will have 1 IPP left at the end of the turn, which I can use next turn. The CCP, however, has 2 IPP to spend. Both IPP will be spent on the influence roll, so I will increase the odds there by 2. But this will happen at the end of my turn. All right, let's start with combat moves here. We have 2 combat moves this turn. One, it will be in China. I will attack Sichuan from Shenxi. So you can see there's an infantry and a militia from KMT. And I attack with a cavalry and 2 mountain infantry into Sichuan. So that is a mountain territory. Let me show you the battle board. So you can see the cavalry has a reduced attack value of 2, same as the mountain infantry, which is not affected by the territory. KMT has 1 militia and 1 infantry, hitting at a 2 and a 4. Here we go. Oh wait, sorry, I have to tell you the second combat move first before I start rolling. It's just a walk-in. So the cavalry, which you see here in Madrid, just move 1 space, take Andalusia from the other Spanish fraction here. Now we can roll some dice for the CCP. Remember, we had 2 mountain infantry and a cavalry hitting all at a 2 or less. No hit. It's not too good. It's a risky battle, I know, but I just wanted to give it a try. The militia is defending at a 2 or less. 7, and the infantry hitting at a 4 or less. No hit. Whew, that was close. Next turn, another 3 dice, hitting at a 2 or less, and I scored 1 hit, which is great. Militia defending at a 2 or less for KMT, no hit, and the infantry, no hit either. So that means 1 militia will be taken as casualty for this battle. Leaves me still with 3 units hitting at a 2 or less for CCP. No hit. I'm quite sure that KMT will hit now with the defense roll of 4 or less. Ah, okay. Another lucky round. Let's give it a try one more time. No hit. And the infantry defending at a 4, no hit. And CCP again, no hit. This is a nail biter. as you can see, the infantry again. No hit. Wow. Again, CCP. Could take ages here. No hit. The infantry. No hit. Wow. Didn't expect to have such a long battle here. Now I got 2 hits. 1 more than I need. That's great. Here is the retaliation die roll from the KMT. And no hit. Wow. Pretty lucky battle, I have to admit. So Szechuan is taken by 2 mountain infantry and the cavalry. It has no value, so it's just 1 more territory which I can hopefully utilize in my influence die roll at the end of the turn. But for now we have to do the non-combat moves. Alright, I think we can start with, where do we start? I think we can start with the ships. Let me see, I think we can start with the ones in the eastern hemisphere, which is a torpedo boat destroyer, right here. Has a movement of 2, with the major port here in Vladivostok. I can move 1, 2, 3 to sea zone 18, and the submarine will join 1, 2, 3, 4 to sea zone 7. Alright, then the ships in the Black Sea. Doesn't look right. Where's my coastal sub? There it is. Got it. So this one will be moved, the coastal sub, just 2 movement points here. 1, 2, it goes to sea zone 52. The other 2 ships here, destroyer and the light cruiser, goes both to sea zone 80, joining Spanish fleet and the Italian submarine. And the ships over there, I think they just move outside. So I think all of them can move 4 sea zones. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, joining the ships from UK in sea zone 24. I will use a task marker later, so all Russian ships will be in sea zone 24 together with the coastal sub, which is also there in the UK Navy. This German submarine, not to be confused, stays in sea zone 33. Alright, then lots of non-combat moves here in Russia, of course, in the first round. Let me try to get a position for the camera that you don't have this kind of shaky camera movement all the time. In Primorsky Krai, there's an infantry moving to Amur. The infantry in Amur stays. The infantry in Yakutsk joins the 2 guys in Amur, same as the motorized. Cavalry in Novosibirsk goes 1, 2 to Buryatia. The infantry from Novosibirsk moves 1 to Angara. The northern Caucasia motorized infantry moves 1 to Novosibirsk. And now we have, what else do we have here? Turkmenistan. This infantry goes to western Kazakhstan. Now it gets a little bit difficult. In, what is it? North Caucasia, this infantry goes down 1 to Transcaucasia. This cavalry goes from North Caucasia 1 to Donetsk Kuban and 2 to Oral Kursk. The infantry from western Kazakhstan goes to Stalingrad. Stalingrad infantry goes to Don Menik. I hope I pronounce it right. Maybe it sounds terrible, sorry for that. Then we have the motorized in Stalingrad. It moves 1, 2 to Oral Kursk. The motorized in eastern Ukraine goes to Kiev. So it immediately joins the task marker here. Same as the infantry in eastern Ukraine, also goes to Kiev. Same for both infantry in southern Ukraine and western Ukraine. All go to Kiev. Then in Saratov, this guy goes to Moscow. The motorized from Kursk goes to Smolensk, joining the light armor and the infantry. The infantry from southern Belarus goes also to Smolensk. The infantry from Kursk goes to Smolensk. The infantry from northern Russia goes to Karelia, same as the one from western Russia, and the cavalry will also join. Infantry from Gorky goes to to Moscow. The one infantry which was already in Moscow goes to Kursk. The fighter, together with the tactical from Moscow, will be strategically railed to, there you go, all the way to Amur, joining the guys over there. And let's see, what else do we have? In Moscow we have the air transport, but he will just stay there. He stays there. Yeah, that's okay. The fighter as well. And I think should be it. In Crimea we have an infantry. Yeah, let's just move this one to Taurida. The coastal artillery stays, of course. Artillery in Leningrad stays. And I think that looks pretty good. Let's put the cavalry in Kursk in the center so I can see what's going on here. Rest looks okay. The torpedo boat destroyer in 37, just having a good time, doing nothing, enjoying the seaside, and I think this is it for non-combat moves, at least for Russia. Of course I have to non-combat move units in Spain. The 2 infantry from Murcia, Valencia goes to Madrid, same for Catalonia, goes to Madrid. Same for the infantry in Asturias, Navarre, goes to Madrid. That leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 infantry in Madrid. And there's also a fighter and I think it is is it a medium bomber or tactical? I think it's a tactical bomber. Just need to check that in the setup sheet for the neutrals. Other than that, the Spanish Navy stays here in Sea Zone 80, so there will be no movement from their side. I think if we are already here, I can do the land lease. So this is just the mountain here. Mountain infantry goes to Catalonia. It goes from factory here in Stalingrad. We can just move through the Black Sea, Turkish Strait, and go all through the Mediterranean to the harbor here in Barcelona. So we have the mountain infantry here in Catalonia. Leaves us with 5 territories. So many things to think about in the first term. There is no non-combat move in China because there's just a militia here in Shenxi, so they cannot move, and the other units I have used for the combat in Sichuan. Alright, now let's do the influence roll. That's a pretty important one. I have 2 territories for CCP and I will increase by 2 IPP, so I hit at a 4 or less. Got it! Wow, that is fantastic. So I'm really happy that this was working. So I can remove the Warlord here and replace the guys from KMT with CCP scouts. That's the question, where are they now? Here they are. Alright, just a second please. So we have now 2 militia in Suyuan, 2 infantry and 1 militia in Hopei, and 3 infantry in Peking. Gives us a tremendous boost here. So the income from these 3 zones should be 4 in total. Let me check for Suyuan. Yeah, it's 1, 2 for Peking, 1 for Hopei. That is amazing. So I go up from 2 to 6 for CCP, and so the next turn I will have 6 IPP to spend. But I have to do the recruitment roll. So let's do it first for China, as I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 territories. Have quite a good chance to hit this turn. Let's see. 5 or less. Wow, that was close as well, but got it. So it's a 5, so I can decide to either use or buy 2 militias or 1 infantry, and I decide to get a I think I take an infantry and I will place it in Shenzi. I think I have to place it there because this is the only territory. You can see it here. This is now the new infantry from recruitment roll in Shenzi, together with 2 militias. All right, then I have an influence roll for the Spanish as well. Same here, I have 5 territories, so I can get a recruitment for a 5 or less, and it's a 6, so no hit here, or no recruitment. That leaves us with the existing units here. So there's 1 cavalry in Andalusia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, fighter, tank bomber, and the mountain infantry in Catalonia. No change with the naval units, coastal sub, destroyer, and a heavy cruiser. In Russia, you can see I have lots of infantry gathered in some territories. So in Karelia, I have 3 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 militia in Leningrad, 1 artillery in Leningrad, 1 motorized, 1 medium, and 3 infantry in Smolensk. In Orel-Kursk, there is 1 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 motorized. Moscow, 2 infantry, 1 fighter, 1 air transport. In Kiev, there's the task marker, the number 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, a medium armor, and a motorized infantry. In Taurida, there is an infantry, same as in Donmanich. Crimea is a coastal artillery. Stalingrad is a regular infantry. The torpedo boat destroyer stays in 37, can't go away. Transcaucasia, 2 infantry. Western Kazakhstan, 1 infantry. Novosibirsk, 1 motorized. In Angara, there's an infantry. Buryatia has a cavalry. 1 militia is in, what is it? Chida. In Amur, we have 3 infantry and a motorized infantry, together with a tactical bomber and a fighter. Coastal artillery in Promorsky Krai, and torpedo boat destroyer in Sea Zone 18, and a sub in Sea Zone 7. So these are the Russian units. I forgot to mention the coastal sub in 52, and the light cruiser and the destroyer in 80, Sea Zone 24. So these ships should be all in 24 in this sea zone here. The 2 subs, heavy cruiser destroyer from the Russians, and I think CCP I have to mention here. Peking, 3 infantry, Suyuan, 2 militia, 2 infantry, and the cavalry, which I have to replace, by the way. And in Shenzi, there's an infantry, 2 militia, Sichuan, 2 mountain, a cavalry. Let me just replace the cavalry in the right color. So it also should look good here. And I think this is it. I have to do the Land Lease. I did it already in Spain, but I forgot to do this for the Abyssinians. So this will be also produced in Stalingrad and will be lend-leased through the Black Sea, through Suez Canal. There's this harbor here in French Somaliland, and the Abyssinians will get a infantry. So they have now 2 militia and 1 infantry. I hope this will be enough to defend against the Italians here. Alright, other than that, there's no change here with like peacetime income, wartime income, not there yet, but that leaves me with 9 IPP for the Russians, and the CCP has 6 IPP to spend next turn. I hand it over to the Japanese player in turn number 3. I think this is it. Alright guys, have a nice Sunday. Bye bye.